Tonight, we are one-on-one with Attorney General William Barr. With this pandemic, of course, the growing concern over the presidential election. Should Americans concerned about their health be allowed to mail in their ballot? What Barr says about that tonight. And we ask him about the police, about Black Lives Matter, and that scene at Lafayette Park, forcibly clearing out those peaceful protesters. Was it for a presidential photo op? What he now says. Here's our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, with the Attorney General tonight.
We pressed the Attorney General about that moment in June when mostly peaceful protesters were cleared out of Lafayette Park by force. Earlier, William Barr standing right there. Moments later, the president stood for that photo op with a Bible.
Is that your Bible?
It's a Bible. Was it done because the president was going to go over and walk and have a photo op?
No, the plan was to move the demonstrators up toward I Street. It was not done to set up a photo op.
Barr recently said there's no systemic racism in policing. But during our interview today, he acknowledged a racial profiling problem.
You know, I do think that it is a widespread phenomenon that African-American males particularly are treated with extra suspicion and maybe not given the benefit of the doubt.
With the presidential election nearing and the pandemic raging, we asked about concerns about voting safely and voter suppression. In recent primaries, lines stretching for hours. Many states are now pushing to vote by mail. The president repeatedly claiming millions of ballots could be stolen. We actually called every Secretary of State in the country, virtually everyone. And none of them said that it was an issue that they were concerned about.
I was very concerned about the integrity of elections because I feel we're a very divided country. I think there's a lot of opportunity for mischief, and that makes me concerned.
But shouldn't we be making it easier for people to vote in a pandemic?
Well, I think the states have a lot of latitude as to what form of voting they're going to have. I'm expressing concern over voter fraud, and I do think it increases the opportunity for fraud.
You voted absentee voting yourself?
Well, actually, one of those I actually did go to vote.
Pressing the Attorney General on whether Americans should be allowed to mail in their ballots this election. In the meantime, Pierre, you also asked the Attorney General about President Trump and the possibility that he might pardon Roger Stone.
David, Barr maintains that Stone's prosecution was righteous and that he deserves the 3 years in prison that the judge sentenced him to. But he admits it's going to be the president's call as to whether to commute Stone's prison term or pardon him, David.
Pierre Thomas tonight with the interview. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.